Hello, my dear students. Today we will start chapter number 4, and at the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand about the effect of heat, identify mode of heat transmission, conduction, convection, and radiation, and explain good and bad conductor of heat. When an object is heated, it undergoes many changes. The object becomes hotter. The object may expand or contract in a size. A substance may change its state when heated from, for example, water change into water vapors on heating. We observe a change in temperature on heating. On heating, temperature rises, and on cooling, the temperature cool down. In nature, the sun energy bring about a change in temperature. The day are warm and while the night are cool. Summer is hot, winter is cold. Matter exists as solid, liquid, and gas. All the three states of matter expand on heating. The expansion of matter depend on the temperature, though which it is heated. In this case, we heat this plate. The higher the temperature, more is the expansion. So expansion of matter also depend on the size of material being heated. The longer the plate and bigger the ball. Move the expansion for the same rise in temperature. The nature of material being heated also play an important role in expansion. For example, copper expand more than iron for the same rise in temperature. Liquid and gases are fluid, they expand on heating, and expansion in gas is very large as compared to solid or liquid. Look at some practical use of thermal expansion of solid in our daily life. The iron rim is fitted in a bullock cart wooden wheel. By heating, when the metal cool, it hold the segment of the wooden wheel firmly. A small gap is left between the rails of railway track when the two nails are joined with the help of fish plate. The gap is left to allow space for the expansion of rails. In summer, let us know. Now look how heat affect the change in state. On heating, a solid change to liquid and liquid change to gas. Conversely, on cooling, gas loses heat to change into a liquid and liquid loses heat to change into a solid. The temperature at which a solid melt to change into its liquid form, and it is called its melting point. The melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. The temperature at which a liquid start boiling and change into its gaseous state is known as boiling point. Boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Perhaps you have observed that when a stove is lighted in the kitchen, the air inside the room become little warm. If this air is allowed to come out through an open window, it gradually cool down. The metal sterile left in a cooking bowl become hot. These examples indicate that the bodies at high temperature loses heat and consequently their temperature falls. When the bodies gain heat, their temperature rises and there is a mutual exchanges of heat between body at different temperature. Flow of heat take place in a particular direction, and this is from bodies at high temperature to bodies at low temperature. As water flow from high to lower level, there are three modes of transfer of heat from one place to other place. These are conduction, convection, and radiations. Let us perform an experiment. Take a metal rod, hold on one end and heat the other end. In the beginning, the end of the rod in the hand is not hot. However, very soon we will find that the end become hot and we are not able to hold the rod any longer. It means that some heat has been transferred. The process by means which heat is be transferred in the solid body from one part to other part is called conduction. Conduction happens mainly in solid state. The conduction is not possible in case of vacuum. Remember that. There are two important conditions for heat to be conducted from one body to another. These are the two objects should be in contact and that temperature should be different. The process by heat is be transmitted through a substance from one point to another due to actual bodily movement of the heating particles of the substance is called convection. So convection of heat take place in case of fluid, that is liquid and gases, and involves the movement of matter from hot region to cool region. In convection, heat is carried by moving gas like air and by moving liquid like water. A movement of air which carries heat from a warmer place to a cooler place is called convection current. Now, the third way by which heat can be transferred from a hot body to cooler one, this mode of transfer is called radiations. And it does not need any medium. Between the two bodies, all hot bodies radiate heat and the hot object radiate heat rays to the surroundings. Heat from the sun comes to us by radiation. It travels through a million of kilometers of space to reach the earth. When this heat falls on some object, a part of it is be reflected, a part is observed, and a part may be transmitted. The temperature of object increase due to the absorbed part of heat. A cloudy night is hotter than a clear night. When the sky is clear, heat radiation goes into the atmosphere, but due to presence of cloud in the sky, these thermal radiations are reflected back to the earth and one feel warmer. Breeze is caused due to difference in heating. Let us see the cause for land breeze and sea breeze. During the day, land get heated more than the sea water. Hot air above the land rises up and therefore the cold air from the sea side move toward the beach. This is sea breeze. At night it is exactly the reverse. The water cool down more slowly than the land. So the cool air from the land moves toward the sea. This is called land bridge. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learnt. There are three ways in which heat can flow from one body to another. These are conduction, convection, and radiations. In solid, generally the heat is transferred by conduction. In liquid and gas, the heat is transferred by convection.